So a lot of troubles that I have troubles with. I have fucking anxiety problems right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to control them and take care of all the things I got going on, and I overload myself so fucking much that I can't keep everything dialed in. And I want, question myself. I wake up at 1 in the morning, 12 in the morning. I wake up in the middle of the night, insomnia kicks in. I sit there and I think, am I fucking up everything? Am I making all the right choices, or am I doing everything wrong? Like, how far do I go? Like, where do I stop and say, okay, Dan, this is the part where you don't know what you're doing? And honestly, I realized, like, I really don't know much about what I'm doing at all. I've been trial and error. I've been learning as I go for the last 10 years now, since I've opened my company. And I was very successful, and I try to remind myself I was I did great. And what I'm good at, I remind myself now what I'm good at. Where do I stand to do the best? And how to keep myself back to that point. I am not a good person to sit down at a computer all day. I'm horrible at it. I am not the guy to estimate. I mean, I know it. I can do field estimating way better than I can do shop or office estimating. I'm terrible at detail when it comes to planning out stuff like that. You give me something to build, I'll fucking build it. But planning it out is, God, so hard. And it's like all the steps, and then the ADD kicks in. Like, how am I going to handle this? Like, what am I going to do here? Can I do it? And then I tried leaving it in the hands of other people. Then I'm watching them do it, and I'm like, they're not doing it right. So I'm having a hard time even giving them control of it. And man, it's tough. This is not fucking easy work, dude. This is being your own boss and being a contractor is not for the faint of heart. Like, it's mentally fucking exhausting when everyone else gets off, and then you're still thinking, I'm at the gym and I'm trying to give myself back that time, right? I'm trying to give myself, like, hey, Dan, you need to focus on yourself. Your mental health is the most important thing, and if you know me or you've paid attention to anything I've got going on, then mental health is a big thing for me, and I've struggled with it for a long time, and I'm working on that every day. It's a everyday thing. You need to work on your thinking for yourself, thinking clear. You got to focus on yourself. So I'm trying to give myself that gym time, because that's my safe place, right? The gym is my time where I like to forget about the world and focus on lifting, and then what I've been doing lately is I've been forgetting to turn my fucking phone on to do not disturb and cutting the world out. Then I'm worried about, okay, well, I got to get off at this time. I got to go back to the house because I already promised that. I got this going on, and like, man, it's really, really fucking hard to discipline yourself to do these things you need to do. And my schedule is fucking loaded. It's completely packed every day. From 5 a.m. if you look at my calendar's loaded 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. And I'll catch myself at my computer at 11:30 at night. Oh, I just remembered this one thing I need to do, and it's brutal. It's fucking brutal. This last year has been extremely mentally exhausting. I went through a very terrible divorce. To a woman that, we had an amazing but psychotic and toxic 4 years. I would say that the love we had was, bar none, nobody could compare to it. We were so, like, when we were on, we were fucking on. But when we fought, it was a bloodbath. It was a nightmare. It got physical, both ends. We both did terrible things. We both would fight like cats and dogs. I mean, it was bad, and to the point where it led to divorce, and it's still going on. It's still really hard. She's something else, but she's still attacking me and trying to hurt me in ways that trying to get me arrested. I'm like, right now I'm on house arrest dealing with all this stuff. I spent 3 weeks in jail and had to beg the judge, I'm trying to do the best I can to do the right things. I want to be a good father, be a good person, be a good business owner, be a good friend, be a good man, to be a good everything. I want to, and I'm trying to. Like, I'm going to therapy every week. I'm going to DV counseling. I'm trying to do the steps it takes to make who I am a better person for society. Not just for me. If it was just for me, fuck everyone. I just do what I want to do, and not care. But I have a 10-year-old little boy that's looking up to me, and I want him to. And his mom, she hates me, and she says terrible things about me to this day, and it sucks, because like I gave her 5 years of my life, and I think I did well, and I was still trying to. I was shitty to her, in ways like when we were the downturn, I wasn't a man about it. I lied, I fucking, I pawned her out. I just grew tired of the relationship, and that was my fault. I met a girl that was 23, in college. She wasn't planning her life out yet, and I swooped her off her feet, and and then moved her back to her hometown, married her, and we had a kid, and things didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and she left me and said, "You gotta have to figure out what you want." What did I do? I didn't man up and take the initiative to be a good father and husband, and fight for what's right. I took the easy route, and I went off and started sleeping with women. My friends even told me, like, dude, who cares, man? Like you've been questioning if you want to be married to her anyways. Why don't you take this time to go do what you want to do, right? Why don't you go see if this is what you want? And she left you, bro. And I took that with I'm like, you know what, you're right. So first thing I do is I go out to the bars with my friends, and next thing you know, I wake up drunk and with a girl in my bed that that I've known for a long time, and there it goes. So now I've done it, right? So then it's like, might as well keep on doing it. Then out of nowhere, then I finally decide, you know what, I want to be a good dad and be a good husband. I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to make it work. Well, too late, buddy. It was too late, and it didn't matter. There's no hiding it. So anyways, I just rambled on that one. Again, I want you guys to see what it's like from a outside perspective, looking into a guy that's doing it all. I've rebuilt my life now. This is the third time I've done it. I've got out of prison after spending years away in federal prison. Got out with nothing, and had I had a laundry basket, a bag full of cutout of magazines of vision boards that I wanted to do later on. Had nothing. Went to the UP Michigan. Fucking got a job within a couple of days. Went to college. Was working garage doors in 2008, the worst time of the economy collapse, and I'm out of prison with nothing. I'm wearing fucking Walmart boots in the snow, 3 feet of snow. But I did it, right? I made it happen. I did it. I did it. Whatever it took, I did it. I got in the union. I busted my ass doing that. So I'd work construction, then work on everything. And I will say, like, I let alcohol become a very big problem. Alcohol was one of the things that, it's socially acceptable. I'm living in a college town. That's what you guys do on the weekends. I started bodybuilding, and then I would, wait for that. I would control my drinking based on the fact that once I get done for the week, Saturday I can get fucked up, and then of course, what do? You let the alcohol become a bigger reason to have fun and do dumb shit. And alcohol is it's a horrible thing to have in your system. I personally think it's the worst drug there is. Now, I've been smoking a little or eating edibles here and there for my anxiety, calm me down, and kind of kick me back out of the bad stuff. Makes me focus a little bit better, brings me clarity. So that's been really good. So I've got off the antidepressants from my marriage. Like I said, I was terrible marriage, terrible. Last year of it was horrible, and I was on Prozac, and I was on all the stuff to get myself right. And now I'm off it, and I'm trying to, stay on that right path. And anyways, I hope you guys want to learn more. Pay attention to what I got got to teach. I know I'm rambling, but I want this to be uncut and really, really raw and educational for everybody. There's people out there that need to see that there's other people that have been through it and are going through it and can do it and can pull through. So if you guys ever have a question, or if you want to drop me a DM, and I'll do the best I can. I'm here for you, and pay attention to my clothing line that's going to be coming out, or it's out, but we're working on it. It's called Shitbird, SHYTBYRD. Pay attention to that. Again, that's going to be focused on men's mental health. I really want everybody. I want us men to be able to reach out to each other and talk about our fucking feelings. There's nothing wrong with us sharing how we feel about something. If we're having a hard time, you shouldn't have to fucking bury your feelings anymore. That we need an outlet. Yeah, don't cry me a fucking river, but we need an outlet. It's okay for you to say, hey dude, I'm not doing good. I'm not doing okay. Like I need somebody to fucking pat me on the back, and that's so important. And so I'm trying to build a community that we can all reach out and do that for each other. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for listening to me ramble.